Here, you're going to have to jump out and get it.
No parking anytime.
Really? This is just a trick to leave you?
Oh, great. You're about to knock the freaking... Tommy's about to tear stuff up here.
No, I saw it.
That'll make the blooper reel. Yeah. Let's get into the real question. People want to know who has better fashion taste. Well, I'm from California. He's from Oklahoma.
I'm going to say, Ish, that you probably got better fashion taste, but I really can't tell when you got pajamas on or when you got shorts on.
Yes, but pajamas, what are you trying to say? You don't like my jersey?
No.
Looks just like yours, except for it's got blue.
Good. It's your shorts that I got a problem with.
Oh my goodness. Hating on my semi shorts. Hater. That's all he is.
Down way past your knees.
Well, we've all seen it. Tommy Biffle in the bathtub.
Look at that tail go. There's nothing like you. Nothing.
1967, him and Joe Thomas out there wearing them little tidy shorts.
Hey, that's the way shorts were back then.
The real question is, Grand Lake or California Delta?
You know, I like California Delta. Great place to go fish and flip, but if I had to choose, I'd choose Grand Lake.
Why?
Close to the house. You know, Grand's a great flipping lake when the water's up. It just doesn't get up that much anymore. So, and I like to flip, so I might have to pick the Delta.
When's the last time I haven't even seen you flip, like lately? Every tournament I watch you in, you're out there throwing a Biffle bug, just out there whining it on a Biffle head.
That bug and hard head's hard to beat.
Yeah,
but,
you don't even flip
I
anymore.
still like to flip.
But if I had to choose one, I couldn't, because I really do like Grand Lake, because it's got a gang load of bass in it.
It's got a lot of bass in it. It's got a lot of good quality fish.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So what was your former occupation, Tommy? Because you're like 800 years old, so you had to do something before you fish.
Back when I worked at a Ford glass plant. We made windshields for cars. We made windshields or windows for great big buildings, and they just made every kind of flat glass that was imaginable.
So you worked for Ford and you left to go bass fishing.
Worked there 11 years. Decided I would pursue a career of bass fishing.
I used to do UPS, sold cars, went to school, all the fun stuff in the world of being undecided on what you want to do as a career, and I end up fishing somehow. Don't know how. I just did.
I always thought it'd be, the best way that I could make a lot of money. And, I've worked there for a long time. But it takes a lot of money, so,
It does.
One thing about it is I've been happy my whole life about my career choice.
That's it, quality of life. I will definitely take that, because when I was in the car business, that sucked. When I was loading for UPS, that sucked. School was fun. I actually missed I could go back to college and stay there for another 10 or 12 years.
I'm thinking if they would have had this high school fishing teams and college fishing teams, we probably would have never got out of school.
I never would have left, yeah.
Would have never left.
Okay, they would have forced me to graduate from high school, but college, I could have stayed there forever. And last but not least, I already know the answer to this. It's a jig. I'm going to tell you that, folks, right now. He's going to say jig. Your favorite bait to fish for the rest of your life?
The Biffle bug has been great and the hardhead, but probably if you're going to have one bait to fish the rest of your life, it's going to be the jig.
The jig is
the best big bass bait made. It catches the big ones. It catches them shallow, deep. Any way you want to catch them, you can catch them on a jig. What would be your favorite number one lure?
I don't have
And
one.
I already know the answer.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
He's going to say frog, but it's not.
That's right.
True.
If you didn't say a frog, you're lying.
No, it's not my favorite
Yeah,
number one lure. I win more money on a D-bomb than I do a frog.
Well, that's true, but you really love a frog.
I do love frogs. I do love a frog, but I'm not in love with the frog. There's a difference.
I don't know. I seen you out there the other day around the pond looking for one.
I look for them all the time, and I do hug and kiss my frogs, but that's only when they're catching them for me.
We've always, good thing about me and you, we've always got along good.
Yep.
We've always fished around each other.
Respect. That's what that is.
We respect each other.
Respect each other, because
you
won't hold jump me, I won't hold jump you.
Nope. Don't even have to worry about it. Don't even come to my mind that
exactly.
you would. So,
That's for me. You're the same way. That's with anybody.
Yeah.
You just have them guys nowadays. We teach them. We teach the young guys.
Yep.
Teach the young guys the way.
Teach them the right way.
Oh,
it's not all about winning.
It's not. It's all about respect.
You got to make a living, but It's not always about winning.